Tea lamp? I have no idea. Oh, it could be my old student Rowan. He used to draw lamps with teeth on them. Yeah. Right. Boil up a pot. Take a seat by the hearth and enjoy a fine brew. We're the Journeyman Questers. The Journeyman Questers. Tonight, Aidan shall be joining us shortly. So we'll be a full house. And we have an exciting catch-up, I believe, by young Josh Oliver himself. Who did you write your catch-up for? Ah, there's a PDF. Oh my god. Okay, what kind of music do you want, Rupert? Or Josh, should I ask? We've got tension, wild, town, or temple. Okay. Oh, Roop, hang on a sec. I'm just looking at OBS and I don't see your guys' volume coming through at all. Yeah, let's sound check it. So I'm coming through. You guys talk. I think it might be because I took out the... I changed my input. No, I changed my output very briefly while I was chatting with Mike. I don't know though. Default. No, here we go. Desktop audio. What would it be set as? No, I didn't.
Here.
I mean, like today I had to deal with getting fucking rinsed at work.
Okay, it's working now.
Oh no,
Okay.
no, no!
For everyone.
I assume so, yeah.
Mike's in Aiden's space now as well.
Oh yeah, I've got to swap it around. Yeah, annoyingly all the pictures have gone too, so I can't replace the word Theo with Aiden's face. That's frustrating. Right, it is working now. I'm worried that the last episode also did the same, but I think it's because I changed.
Okay,
It's
shall
okay.
I carry
It
on?
doesn't have any views, the old one.
That's true.
From the same place?
Oh
or...
yeah, I've also I can have a look at it later, but I usually just go onto it and take it off, and then edit it and then not re-upload it, but so I can change the name of it and stuff and change the description.
People would have only heard me. Just in case, I would start again.
Yeah, sure
because
thing.
we didn't get too far in. So we have a catch-up written by Josh for Rupert to read as Zook. Take it away.
My spirit recoils at the very essence of this place. The earth here has been desecrated and its inhabitants corrupted by foul magics. This poor grove. What have the humans done to this place? I mean, really, they've gone too far this time. Why did they always have to ruin their surroundings like this? They could have had the same maze, tended with love and care by an avid, green-thumbed team of forest gnomes. And it would work just as well without having to infuse it with this mysterious death magic. And for what? As a twisted, self-indulgent vault to hide one's filthy secrets in and stoke one's own ego at the same time? The kind thing to do once we leave this place would be to burn it down and let the ashes reinvigorate the soil for new growth and let nature take over as it should be. The others can't hear it. There's a soft moaning. It's a groaning of bark and branches that hides the screams within. It's almost deafening. If the Burrow Mother could see this place. Through trial and error and pure dumb luck, it feels as if we've finally made it to the center of this accursed sanctuary of secrets. Not without mishap along the way, however. It is, however, a joyous thing to see the team coming together in a time of need, everyone using their expertise to overcome a challenge. Dutch reaching out to commune with Luthic and harnessing the warming guidance of the Mother Bear. Dylan's heightened senses cutting through the dank mirth of the maze, using his curse as a blessing. Rufus tapping into the boundless reservoir of history of all things that he holds in his mind. Richter's spirit, however, through no fault of his own, succumbed to the gnawing of the maze as we journeyed, and he receded into paranoia while we traveled. So we left him be, lest we cause him to flee and lose himself in the maze. Best we keep an eye on him for now. Perhaps I'll visit him when we next rest and soothe his distrust with some good berries. Now at the center, we find a stone statue of a seemingly divine being engraved with sigils in a celestial text. Upon examination, we concluded that there was one more sick price we had to pay to gain entrance to Balthazar's vault. We each took it in turn to devote our life's essences to the statue and fill its hourglass, giving ourselves as much time as we could to retrieve the cubic gate. But wait, I swear I can hear the sound of playful bunnies approaching. So life has managed to flourish here regardless. At least we will get to make some new furry friends before the day is out.
Very good. You can both have
Congrats.
an inspiration point.
That was great.
Hey.
Yay.
I like to think that the furry bunnies he's referring to are, in fact, these wolf creatures that are about to gnaw on our faces.
So, with that, we pick up today's session. You made it through the maze last session. As Josh and Zook rightly put it just then, collectively using your incredible skills to make your way through this oppressive and tortured maze. Eventually, you met a new companion along your way. A old haggard figure known by the name of Guidon, a butler type who seemingly had been in the maze for a long time, potentially a century or even two. Trapped in this maze and wanting to leave, but with you pushing on, he decided to stick with you for the time being. You stumbled through the maze to begin with, failing your skill challenge, resulting in Zook being drained of magic, and Dutch also falling into the maze and having some sort of magic essence drained from him that he's still unaware of. However, you found a bunch of different interesting flora along the way that Zook has packed up and stowed for later use. And eventually you made it to the centre of this gloomy hedge maze. In the centre, where it opened up into this kind of glade-like circular area, was a large statue of a weeping woman holding a giant hourglass sort of in front of her. Using your warlock abilities from High Canopy itself, Ruthus, you read in Celestial an offering of mortal essence to buy the sands of time, but how much coin can you afford? Written by Lord Byronian Balthazar I. With Fandel at your side, he very cleverly, and I guess with that lacking arcane knowledge that he was there to fill, deduced that you were to give over some of your life essence, which would fill up this hourglass, buying you time. You weren't really sure what the life essence was, and upon realizing it was your sort of life's blood, your hit points, you gave over a certain amount, which reduced your max hit points by that amount. I will say that, Dylan, you still have the option of redacting your 60, knowing that it reduced your max HP by 60. If you want to work that out amongst yourselves, you can. I'm giving you that option.
I'll split it with you if you want it.
I'm happy to do it, but if you think it'd be advantageous to split it across.
If you didn't just jam your hand in there, Dutch wasn't just gonna fucking let you do it all.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me.
So you can take back 30 then, Dylan, and Dutch. Okay. You can take 30.
Yeah, I'll slap it.
I'm fine with that because I ruled it as not and then realised it should be.
Okay.
Oh, Danke. Most reasonable and generous
upon
is our Lord.
Giving your life essence over, this green sort of sand-like dust or oozing liquid poured into the bottom and filled it up to the brim. The mathematical mind of Fandel deduced that you probably had, in the weight of it falling and the size of the hole in the middle of the sand timer, with the full amount, roughly 2 hours is what he thought. So you have bought the max amount of time. However, as you had given over your life's blood, the statue still not moving or doing anything, you heard some snarling and some growls. and bursting, leaping over the hedgerow to your north, a great beast leapt down into the dirt. It howls up. I'll re-describe it for you all, though we can see it here. A large, long beast of 4 legs and lashing tail, spines and purple sort of hide that end in a bone white all down its back and on the kind of backs of its arms. Its face, instead of the normal sort of animalistic hide face, instead made of bone, with these sort of large yellowy orange eyes sort of almost sticking out between the hollows of where the eye socket is. No eyelids to be blinking, just full open at all times. Large claw-like hands at the front, and more sort of hoofed dog-like legs at the back. It skidded to a halt in the dark earth, sniffing the air and seeing you all, and that's when we rolled for initiative.
Ooh!
So I would like you all
Oh,
to make
Minus
your
30
rolls.
from my max. Okay.
have we still got the speed of alacrity?
You do.
Thing?
Yeah, it lasts 8 hours. So that's Dutch.
Wait,
and
who
Rufus.
has that? Everyone.
No,
You and
just-
I.
Oh shit! Nicely done.
Oh.
I've got a fresh sheet of paper for this combat.
I'm going to need it because I rolled a 5.
Okay. So input your scores into here, if you can see it, and I'm going to add. Oh, weird! I'm getting 2 sets of audio.
Okay, 8 or a.
That's weird. I'm just going to restart the battle again.
Okay. Right.
Oh, it's because I can hear it through Mike's computer.
Oh, is it my fan?
You hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it
I
twice.
can hear it
Yeah.
through Mike's game.
If we ever make any money, we need to buy both Mike and Rupert new headphones.
Yeah, I think
Like
Mike
really
has
bad.
headphones. He just doesn't like wearing them.
If
No, mine are fucked.
Okay.
Rupert, if you actually
No.
lower your microphone a little bit, because it's always
Bit too
we're
intense.
always getting the like the pop.
That's true.
Yeah.
You like my spittle.
Okay. Have
get, like,
you
a little bit of
entered
sponge
your?
and
Are you
put it
able
over
to
the top.
enter your
No,
initiative?
all I can see is Gwydion.
And do you have access to your characters? Oh no, you don't.
No, not yet.
That's weird.
No.
Okay, that's probably why.
Come on,
Why
DM.
can't I? Oh
wonder
fuck!
why.
Do I need to read? Oh, that's why it's broken.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
No, it's playing it twice. Why
It's
is
not
it
me.
doing that? I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, I know why, because I've got it. I've got the tab open twice.
Ah.
It was me.
It was
Trying to
when you
blame
turned
it
it
on
up
Mike.
loudly. I could hear it twice though. It was just when you.
Yeah,
turned it
I
down.
definitely could hear it through Mike's as well. But
I mean, I had Roll20 open the whole time we've been talking, so.
It's always
okay,
Mike's fault
you
somehow, though.
you have control of your characters now, so you should be able to enter your initiatives into
No.
Like
thing.
There's
Bill can
only,
only see Gwydion.
Yeah, there's only what's his dick.
there's
Oh,
only Weeb.
okay. Let me get rid of them and put you all back in then. So there you go.
Weeb done.
Hey.
Guidon.
Done. We've
Thanks for
done.
the advantage. Sorry, I wasted it.
You didn't get advantage. You get a D8.
Oh,
You get to add a D8 to it.
okay. Well, the first roll was an 8, which is 1 less than the 9 that I rolled the second time around. So, okay, it's 8 plus 3, 11.
Okay, so
What's
I'm-
my dex?
I'm going to be standing.
Nothing.
Oh yeah.
Why can't I type? What?
Do that.
Oh. Stay.
Do you want me to roll for Richter?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh.
What's his minus? He's got
Minus
negative.
2, I think. no.
I hate that noise. Why is it always Aiden's?
Oh, that will be a -2.
Okay. I'll just put. I don't think I can.
Or a
actually
negative
do
one
a,
if you-
a negative.
So just 1. I rolled a 1.
I'll just put 1 because no one's going to be lower than that.
Yeah,
Right, I
didn't
shall
get
roll
that.
for Fandel. Fandel got a 7. And Guidon got
Be
a
my dad.
5.
We done.
Okay. So, as always, as this creature slams into the sort of dark earth, it kind of splitting up around it, it howling and sniffing the air, and its eyes turning to meet you all. Dylan, you are the quickest. You are up first.
Kill it!
Okay, first, Dylan, where is it? I can't see it.
It is at the top.
Oh, is there only one of them?
Oh, it's at the top there.
There's only the one currently, but you can hear many howls around you.
Many howls around me. Okay, no worries. So I will deftly leap to the statue and climb my way to the top, doing some dope rogue shit.
I will say, make me an acrobatics check just so you don't incur like sort of
Okay.
more, so it doesn't use up lots of your movement.
Sure. That will be a 25.
Yep, easily done. No movement, extra movement taken. You can make it up to somewhere up, sort of on the shoulder.
Whilst this is happening, actually, what's the distance to the one that's across that I can see?
The distance to the large one there.
Oh yeah, 50 foot. Great. So
Yep.
if I'm on top of it, yeah. Hearing the noise off in the distance to get like a better vantage point, and also to be sort of within range of where his blind sense sort of reaches this area. While he's doing this, Ook takes wing and flaps and starts circling, ready for a glide by attack to guide Dylan's arrow. Whilst doing that, he channels some of his blood magic to imbue his bow with some psychic energy, and then taking a knee upon this statue, drawing an arrow. He levels his bow, ready for a shot, and this will be a sharpshooter shot with assistance from his trusty owl.
Yeah.
His stomach's gone.
So that'll be a 17.
A 17 to hits.
Okay. Can I find enough 6s?
Far away is just fair.
One more.
Oh fuck, he's far away.
Let him come to you, baby.
20, 29.
The standing's good. I forgot how good standing is.
48 points of damage.
48 points of what kind of damage is it?
Psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
We all standing. Go
The
on,
first obsidian crystalline bolt strikes it sort of in its neck and shoulder area, sinking in deep and then shattering outwards. You watch as it's kind of jumping, striding forwards. It kind of hits the ground, rolling and landing back on all fours, shrugging it off. There's like blood oozing and pouring out of this horrific wound that it's just taken, but it is still standing.
Wanting to finish it off, Dylan takes another shaft and unleashes it at his quarry. Another sharpshooter, I should say.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
An 18 hits.
Okay. Okay, there we go. 12, 15, 19, 19.
Oh, that's much better now.
25. 35 points of damage
Wow.
for the second.
Oh,
Spiked on that damage.
Fuck off!
Oh, actually, no, it'll be less than that. It will be take away 4 from that.
That's enough to kill an ironclad.
why?
Both bolts are loosed, and you watch as it significantly slows, splashing out in heavy waves. It's sort of smoking, sickly green blood oozes out, hissing as it hits the kind of dark, wet earth beneath its feet. It staggers about in front and lets loose a once more. Does that end your turn, Dylan?
That does end my turn, yeah.
With a 16, Zook, you are also quicker.
Nice. So Zook turns, floating there, and he sees it bounding towards him. The arrows shooting past. He sees it bloodied. He whips the staff around, digs it into the ground as his feet sink down into the ground, and a storm emerges around the circlet as fog starts to sort of engulf his face, white fog, but you just see black eyes within. And he casts Cloak of Storms using the circlet slots, and then shoots 60 feet up into the air, and he's floating there. Actually, no. What I'll do is I'll float. I'll stay at about 40 feet, but float within 30 feet of the monster. So about 40 feet high. And I'll go to
Here?
Yeah, so long as I'm
Yep, you're 40 feet.
40 feet away. Okay, now as a bonus action, using this spell, I pull some of the clouds from around my head and I point them down as they kind of flick and fly down. 3 of them curling around the beast. One of them crackles with lightning, shoots it to another cloud. It bounces off that one, shoots to another cloud, and then zaps down into the beast, and I need it to make a dex saving throw.
Just going to make a dex save of an 18.
That is my save. So it takes half of this. So it takes, not great, only 5 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And I just float there, sort of 30 feet above the ground.
Just this lightning sort of crackling around you in a storm cloud above your head. Varian, wherever he is, would be proud.
Yeah. Actually, I don't need to be close to the beast, so I'm going to be back where I was, just floating 40 feet in the air.
Okay.
We'll call it 40.
Next up is the Marrow Stalker's turn.
Oh!
Add a turn in for the Marrow Stalker.
They like that sweet marrow.
Someone on their turn, I forgot to ask Vandal to try and open with the thing with the key.
Oh shit, yeah.
So, the Marrow Stalker lets loose a howl, and you hear a good dozen howls around you from all angles, some closer, some further away. But it is going to run towards you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It is gonna aggressive pounce. If it moves at least 20 feet in a straight line, it can jump. It's going to make a leaping attack at you on the top. It's just going to leap up and try and take this swipe out at you.
Fuck.
Making a six. I've got to make a successful attack in order to do the aggressive pounce. Let's see. Oh, that's a natural 20. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking.
I'll uncanny dodge it. Okay?
Yeah. Wait, there, do you see between my fingers?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the aggressive pounce. What type of attack do I use for the aggressive pounce? I imagine I use the violent. No, I just used the claw. Okay, so it's gonna do 2d6, 6, 12, 16 points of slashing damage. That is the crit, actually.
So 8,
because it was just
to
a claw attack. So reduced to 8. However, it pushes you. It knocks you. You need to make a strength save. Sorry.
Strength save.
Yeah.
Okay. A 19.
A 19. You succeed. You hold on as it strikes across you with this crit. You manage to kind of grip the side of the statue and not go flying and prone on the ground. It's going to end about there, but it didn't manage to knock you off. Growling, sort of raking at the bottom of the stone, it's going to turn and immediately just unleash the rest of its attacks on Guidon, because he's the only other person it can reach. So it's going to use its it's going to use its second claw attack to begin with. Oh, that's a 2, but it's still plus a fair bit. No, it plus 7 is 9. He has an AC of 10. He actually dodges the claw. It's then going to use its violent gash.
Oh no!
Is it?
I need love for that. For a 19, this is its bite. It's called a violent gash.
We were talking about that film Teeth earlier.
Okay, this is 2d8. Oh. He strikes, this creature kind of bears back, striking across Guidon. He jumps, rolls in the ground, and it just goes down on his head and shoulder, just disappear into its jaw. And it just pulls him to the side. And rather than throwing his limp body, it just tears the top half of his entire body off. His legs just remain where they were. And it just crunches them down, and you see like the bits of his head and flesh exploding through the bone, through the like hollows in where the bone is, and dripping down just out. It's like crushing a watermelon in a hippopotamus's mouth. You know, just like half of it is lost coming out of the sides.
That is savage.
That's going to end its turn. Let me just put in the others.
The others?
Smashing in through the side here and here. 2 more.
Oh, blimey.
Oh, wow.
And a third heading down from this side here. I'll say they've used half of their movement to get where they are currently, so they've got 25 feet left. So 5, 10, 15. This one's going to run up to here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This one is lunging and it's leaping towards you, Ruthus. This one here is going to move round 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and it's going to make its leaping strike against you with its mouth this time, Dutch.
Oh, shit.
So it just leaps forwards. It's got nothing under the bone. The bone is its face. It just opens up, and you see beneath just a hole where it's like sort of gullet attaches to that. It leaps towards you, its mouth open.
You bone, innit?
That is a... Oh my god, that's another natural 20. I rolled the squid on my dice. I am not even joking.
No.
That is
Merry Squid.
And this time it's with the bite. So it's 2d8 times 2. That's a 7 and a 6. Which is
13.
13.
26.
26. 26 plus 4.
That's fine.
So it's 30 points of damage.
Yeah. That's fine.
Followed by 2d6 acid damage, which I will double 2 because it's the crit. So that's 7.
Oh, so its normal attacks aren't double damage?
Huh?
Oh, I forgot it was a crit. I was like, oh,
It's
it's
a
got
crit.
×2 damage.
No.
Oh, that's fine.
So
Yeah, this is cool.
14 points of acid damage,
Yep.
and I need you to make me a strength saving throw, because it's doing its lunging pounce.
1 sec. -14. I'll do that in a sec. I have a wait. I can see it coming? Yeah.
I think that's just dexterity. That's danger sense.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll do a strength save. Strength save. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's +10. So a 19.
It leaps towards you, gripping, like crunching down on your left arm. You hear like a sort of cracking, breaking noise of your bones, but you're like holding it back. It threatens to push you down into Fandel behind you and send you tumbling to the ground. But you hold it and skid back until your back like meets Fandel, and Fandel's there like, "Ugh," but you push it and you just grind back in the dirt as it's like over the top of your arm. You're just sort of holding it off. You see like this same blood, the like acidic green blood dripping out from between its sort of like glands and hissing sort of on your arm at the same time. That is going to end. No, it's still got 2 more attacks. It's going to do its claw attacks. So first claw attack is a 15 to hit.
Wait 1 second. I need to get. How much was that? Sorry, minus what?
It was 30 and then it was
14. And this one is?
No, this one I rolled a 15 to hit you.
Oh yeah, no, nothing.
No,
cool.
And the other claw is lower. So you hold it off and it tries to claw with both hands as you're holding it up, but you kind of hit and parry both of them off to the sides. This one is going to do the same to you, Ruthless. It leaps up with its bite attack to push you over onto the ground for a not a crit. That is only going to be an 11. That was a terrible roll.
Nope.
Ooh.
Pulling up the Aegis, you just smack the jaw off to the side, but it brings both its claws up for strikes. One for a 21.
Nope.
And the other for a 11 as well. Wow, I rolled terribly. Nope. You managed to parry both off. That's the end of their turn. Next up, Dutch, it's you. It doesn't have you grappled or anything. It was just for flavour. You kind of push its jaw off.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to feint with my left hand, and because it's a dog, I'm just going to kick it in the fucking chin. I'm going to declare Haymaker with my foot.
Nice.
Roundhouse. Oh, fuck. Yep, that missed.
What did you get?
A 2 for the first roll.
But what is it plus?
Well, it's plus 11.
No, that doesn't hit.
Yeah. The second attack, because he kicked too high, he's just going to try and bring it down in a stomp on his head. This
I
is
love
not
seeing
a
the actual moves.
Oh, that's a 17. So that'll hit because it's plus 11.
A 17 hits.
Oh yeah, it's a D10 now.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
Plus the 4. Oh, not plus 4. That's a D8 anyway. So that's an 8 plus my damage, which is 5. So 13.
13 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And third attack.
That's with a haymaker.
No, that wasn't. I didn't do a haymaker for the second one.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Second one, 5 plus 16? No.
5 plus 16 is...
No, as in it's 16 total, sorry.
A 16 hits, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to keep it for 10 damage.
10 points of damage.
And that's it for now. Oh shit! I know what I should have done. Oh well, I spent a moxie then as well.
Rage?
No, I accidentally did 2 extra attacks instead of raging.
Dutch got excited. Okay, ending your turn, Dutch. It is Fandel.
Oh, I'm gonna tell him to use the fucking key.
Wait, no, it's Rufus. Sorry, it's Rufus on
It's
the same.
me.
Oh, you say that.
Yeah.
Do you say that? What did you say to Fandel?
Use the fucking key.
Oh shit! Sorry, you guys were at the same time. Didn't see that. Rufus, what are you doing?
No word of a lie. As soon as the combat started, I was going to run over and protect Guidon. So but they went first. So Rufus, summoning forth the Sunblade, immediately spins to see the party in danger and goes to shout out, "Guidon, take cover!" But then the Marrow Suckers just burst
The
out
Marrow
ambush and
Suckers.
tear him in half. And Rufus shouts, "Guidon, no! He was too young! You fiends, you shall pay!" As the rest of them start lunging towards Rufus. He parries off the first one and then instantly goes in for a retaliation and strikes twice into the one in front of him for a 30 to hit.
That definitely hits. Holy shit! Yeah.
Oh, doing a max on a D8, so that's 17 damage.
Yeah.
But are they undead?
Nope.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
They're just bony
They are
maze
monstrosities.
Are you wielding a
evil
ruler,
Cubone.
Josh?
Evil
17
Cubone.
Cubone
radiant
bone.
damage.
How much? Sorry, 30.
17.
17.
radiant
Sorry,
damage.
yeah, sorry.
And then withdrawing the Sunblade from its gross body, he then plunges it in again for 18 to hit.
So as
Oh
you
no, sorry, that's a 9.
Shit, I totally forgot, and this would apply to Dutch as well. For every attack you make on it, so how many did you hit, Dutch? You hit 2, right?
Yeah.
So you take a tiny bit of bristling hide damage from its spines.
Ooh.
So you take 2. You take 3 points of damage from the first one and 5 points of damage from the second. And Rufus, you take. Oh shit! Whoa! You take 8 points of damage from that first hit. I rolled 2 4s on the 2d4s. Half of it is piercing, half of it is acid, but that doesn't matter for you, does it?
No.
So you notice as you strike up with the first, you plunge it deep into the spiny creature, but your hand is like pierced by a couple of different spines, and you can hear them kind of hissing and burning into you with acid.
Nice. I pull the blade out and then come with it across its face for the second hit, which is a 21 to hit.
Nice.
21 hits.
Doing 16 damage. Radiant damage.
Okay, you take.
That makes a difference.
It doesn't. I won't take that. D4s always bounce all over the place, don't they? You take 5 points of piercing and acid damage. How much did you say? Sorry, 15?
16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this moment, as the one that Rufus is fighting recoils from the strike, Rufus glances to his left, seeing the one incoming that's galloping down the left-hand pathway, and then looking back to what it might be approaching, sees the vulnerable Zook standing there,
No,
frail
Zook is
I'm
like
40 foot in the air.
40 foot up in the air with lightning curling around him.
Oh shit! Okay.
I'm good, Rufus.
Yeah, you look and you're like, Zook, no! And then you look up and he's like up there.
Okay, even so, Rufus sees it barreling down this left-hand side, and to stop it from reaching anyone more squishy, Rufus is going to use his bonus action to summon an Echo Avatar in front of it, sort of stopping it in its way. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see it, but like summoning it there.
Ooh, nice.
Where?
Right in front of it. So here.
Rufus, I didn't know you had a twin.
And as soon as it emerges, the Echo Avatar is going to lunge a few strikes into it as well. Actually, no, it's not, because it's going to take damage and then it's going to die instantly. So Rufus will carry on fighting the one that he's fighting with his last attack.
Oh, yeah, clever, because
Nice.
it's going to take piercing damage as it strikes it.
Yeah.
But it can block it, which is a good tactic.
That's going to hit 25
Yep,
to hit.
that hits.
1 doing 10 damage.
10 points of damage.
I love how Rufus is using screens now.
Yeah, basically.
Does that end your turn, Rufus?
That ends my turn.
Right, Fandel's turn. Oh no, I don't want that. Fandel is going to, holding the key in his hands, looking over your shoulder, Dutch, at him. Yes, he's going to. Oh no! He's going to run 5, 10, 15 over to here and hold the large key up and slot it into the to the actual hole where it goes. You hear this sort of noise as the light. When you entered your hand, that kind of green light shot out. You can see the light kind of emanating through the cracks, but then it seals where it kind of lays in all the way, with maybe about a foot still sticking out. He grabs it and he's going to try and turn it. He's going to have to do an athletics check. I'm not strong enough to turn it, he yells. That's going to be his action attempting to turn.
Fuck you are, Fandel.
He, with a bonus action, is going to turn and let me see. What he can do.
Can you make Guidon's body seem like a sweet banquet?
I've got 2 numbers written down in my hitbox, so I'm just going to take the lower one and say that's my total hit points. Shit. Can I have a new character sheet?
They're all.
No, yours is iconic. You've got to see how fucked it is by the end of the campaign.
There's a lot of holes.
Every hole's a story.
He is going to. He's used his action. No, he doesn't have anything that's a bonus action. No, he's just going to step back. He's going to step back 5, 10, 15 behind Richter. You're strong, aren't you? That's going to end his turn. It is Guidon's turn. Guidon is fucking dead. So it is Richter's turn. I wonder where Aiden is. I wonder if he's alright.
Hope so. I'll check.
Has he messaged?
Yeah,
I'm looking now.
he knew it was on. Yeah, he knows it's definitely tonight because he messaged me personally. I'll say.
Instead, he's so down.
Yeah.
So he's still got Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
So
a knockback.
he does with a 10-foot knockback. So he's gonna strike that into. Yeah, he's gonna stay exactly where he is. He's gonna shout, "Don't worry, behind me!" And he's gonna hold his halberd out and with one hand release an Eldritch Blast against the one over here. Let me get his stats up. Okay, Eldritch Blast plus 9, so an 18 that hits. And it's a D10 plus 5. Nice. That's 3, 8. Oh no, his Eldritch Blast is a 2D10. 17 points of damage on the very injured one. He gets knocked back 10 feet. 5, 10 over to there. And he's going to do the same on... He's going to do the same on this one, harrying. Seeing that it's like kind of right on you, he's going to do the same on that one. In fact, this one, let's see if this one's nearly dead. What did I just say? 17, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh my god. He's going to strike one. See it like fall to the ground, limping, blood sort of oozing out. He's going to shoot one Might Eldritch Blast into the same one. Yep, and that's going to finish it off because it had 1 HP left.
Yeah!
Annoying you didn't roll an 18. That's going to end Richter's turn. Back to the top of the round. Dylan, you're up.
Catching himself on the statue, he'll steady himself and climb back onto the top of the head of the statue, and just sensing the presence of another beast behind him, he'll swivel, drawing another arrow, knocking it to his bow string and pulling it back as Ook swoops down to just flies. Just swooping right down and then over the top of the creature, and Rufus, you just see the spread wings of Ook just whooshing right over your short stature as a black shaft flies towards its target. This will be another sharpshooter.
Nice.
I'm not rolling very good though. That will be a 15.
A 15 meets it, beats it. That's its AC.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, let's go.
Which one are you striking? Rufus or Rufus Echo one?
No, the one that's next to Rufus.
This one right here. Yeah, you like shoot right down into it.
Yeah. Okay, so damage. 10, 20, 8, 9, 29, 39. 45 points of damage for the first
45 points of damage, damn.
And then for the second shot, another sharpshooter.
Okay.
15 again.
Yep, that just hits.
Ooh, rolling these sevens. Okay, so 26 points of damage on the second one.
Very nice. 71 points of damage again in a round. Striking down twice into this one. It is nearly dead. With the damage that Rufus had put into it, it is seriously injured. But it is not quite dead yet. Are you going to move anywhere else?
No, I think I'm good. I'll just stay at the top there.
Zook,
Sort of balanced
swirling
on top.
above the battle. What are you
Okay.
doing?
I'm gonna, seeing that people, my companions are bunched together and that there's several of these beasts, I'm gonna float out to the north side of the courtyard, about to there, it's maintaining the same height, to try and spread us out and distract them a little bit. As he coils, some more clouds descend, flying in a sort of a stream of cloud, looping around. Which one's nearly dead? Is it the one next to Rufus?
Yeah, this one here is like close to death. It's
Okay.
extremely bloodied.
In which case, I'm going to. The clouds will, from my Cloak of Storm spell, will seep out to this one on the right-hand side near Dutch. And it, again, the bolt of lightning shoots from me to the cloud swirling around them and strikes into that one. It needs to make a dex save.
Okay.
DC 18.
Oh, that's a natural 19 plus 6.
Oh, fuck.
So it
Okay.
makes it.
it makes it. So I've got 8, 11, 16 on the dice, so that's 8 points of lightning damage.
8 points, and that's on the nearly dead one.
That's on the nearly. That's on the one by Dutch.
That's on the one by Dutch.
Yeah.
8 points on the one by Dutch.
And then, in addition, as my action, I lift the staff high above my head. And
I have made an error.
Oh.
The one that I got the numbers wrong, the wrong way round. The one that Dutch fought, I did the numbers for the one that Ruthus fought. So actually, Dylan, your attack killed this one because Ruthus had done more damage than I thought. So this one is already dead. The one that you just struck with 8 damage was this one anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
How close is it looking to?
Interestingly, as you strike with a ranged attack, the blood still spills out and damages anyone 5 feet nearby.
Ah, shit.
So the 2 shots you took into it, Ruthus is gonna take, but it's only the acid. 6 points of acid damage, Ruthus, from those 2 attacks, and Dutch, this first lightning attack, take 4 points of acid damage.
Okay. Thank you.
Righty.
Sorry, carry on.
And at that point, I will cast out another hand. I'll cast out another hand. And because these guys aren't within 30 feet of one another, I don't think I can hit both of them. It's 35. So I pull down another lightning bolt from above the canopy, and I shoot out my fingers, and a bolt of lightning shoots from the canopy, and then I separate my fingers, and it splits into 2 bolts. One of them just hitting somewhere behind the other beast, but one of them hits the spiked horrific body, and it needs to make a dex saving throw. So I'm going to cast Forked Lightning at 3rd level, sorry.
Oh, that's only a 12.
Okay, so 4d8 lightning. Ooh, 2 8s, a 6 and a 1.
Ooh.
So 16, 22, 23 points of lightning
Is that the
damage.
same one again?
Just, that's at...
this one?
Yeah. No, the one by... Wait, no, sorry, no, the one by the Echo.
This one.
Yeah.
So how much damage altogether, sorry?
21? No, yeah, 21.
21 points of
23.
lightning. 23 points of lightning damage. Unfortunately, the acid does spray onto the Echo, and it dies. Because it only has 1 hit point.
Oh, fuck.
So it disappears. End your turn, Zook?
Yeah, I'll hover down a little bit closer. Probably got another 10 feet.
Okay.
Just move in towards the statue. And end of my go.
It is their turn. The one that is harrying Dutch is going to continue to do so. It's going to use its... It's going to use its 2 claw attacks first. One is a 25.
Yeah.
The other a 20.
Yep.
Okay, so first hit is, oh my god, a 5 and a 6 on the dice. 15 points of slashing damage. The second, 2 5s. What the fuck? So that's 14 points. Jesus Christ, that was crazy. So 29 points of damage altogether. Followed by its violent gash bite, which I rolled a natural 19 plus 7. I need you to make me a strength saving throw, Dutch.
Okay.
I want to show you the pictures. I just rolled an 8 and a 7 on the 2d8.
We're all rolling quite hot.
What the fuck is that? Oh no, no, it is a 7. I was like, oh no, it's a 1. No, it is a 7. What'd you get for your strength save, Dutch?
So it's a 14.
A 14 is the AC, so you are not knocked prone. You still hold your ground. However, you take 8 plus 7, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of piercing damage from the bite, followed by 2d6, 6 points of acid damage. Fucking hell, you just took like 60 something damage in one round.
Yeah, I'm just
there.
adding it up all now.
So it was 29 and then...
Oh, I've taken notes.
Yeah, okay, good. That is its full round of attacks, but you hold your ground, stopping it from getting between you and the rest of your party. This one here is going to run 5, 10 to here. It's going to kind of skid around to here.
And then Richter will use his reaction to
Yes,
stab
he
it in
will.
the face with his
Richter
fucking
is going to
bite.
use his reaction. He gets a 9. I wonder what his plus is. Let me double check. Halberd plus 10. So that's a 19. He hits. And it does. 14 points of piercing. Nice.
Oh, it's going to get blood on me.
Right.
It is going to get a little bit of blood on you. 14 points of piercing to this guy. But it stopped in its tracks. Not that it was moving anywhere anyway. And Ruthus, you take...
Is it only the acid damage? Because it's like the blood spraying out.
It is
rather
only
than
the
spikes
acid
as well.
when it's ranged or when
Yeah.
you're not within... If you hit it, anyone within 5 feet takes that acid damage. When you hit, you take both.
Yeah, the spikes as well, sure.
Just
Nice.
1 point of acid. But it is then going to make its full round of attacks on you, Ruthus. Your shield up. First claw attack
That's right.
is a 20. What
No.
is going on? USB
Get off.
device is going in and out.
Oh,
Second attack is less with its other claw. God damn. And its final
the
bite
Iron
attack
Page.
is a 3 plus 7, which is 10. You just tring, 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 hold it off entirely as it's like gnawing down over the Aegis. Hardy, that is their turn. Ruthus and Dutch, you are up next.
It's carried the same order, so Dutch go first.
Sure.
Okay. Seeing as how fucked up he is, he's just going to be standing there dripping in blood. How long would you say would it take to put on his gloves? The fire and the ice one.
Gloves. I'll say you can put your gloves on as an interaction. If they're, I imagine you've got them on your side.
Yeah. So
I'll say
lazily
it's an interaction.
put those on, coughing up some blood, and then the fucking bear starts to form over the top,
Nice.
trying to grab an arm of the beast in front of him. So yeah, I'm going to do a grapple.
Okay.
Okay, so 24.
That would be a not a 24, but not that bad actually. That was a 19.
So after having wrapped his arm around one of the beasts, he's going to bring back the ice glove, and bam, straight in the elbow and try and break it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Natural 20!
Oh, yes.
I almost declared a haymaker, but didn't. So I wanted to fish for crits.
Who knows? You might roll hot on the damage anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I rolled a 7. That's good.
That's good. That's really
So
good.
that's plus 5 from my strength.
And you
Bam!
triple the 7 rather than double it because you're orc.
Yeah.
21, 26.
So 26, and then you roll an extra.
And
'Cause
now I'm
you've
going
got
to
brutal
spend my
criticals.
orc a day thing
Yeah.
to do an extra damage dice.
Okay.
That's another 5.
Nice.
20.
And then
31. 31.
Then plus 2 from the ice of the glove.
33.
And
No,
then
30,
plus another 2 because I'm raging.
31,
So
35.
35.
Damn.
Nice.
This one hit, crack, you see its arm is bent this way, and then suddenly it's just bent the other way. Yeah, it like yells out. It's still up though.
As it goes to howl.
Oh, you do
I'm gonna
take.
try-
You do
What?
take. You do take 3 points of piercing, followed by 3 points of acid as you make that attack.
So that's 6.
6. So half
Half
3.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
what are you looking like, Dutch? Are you blood? You don't have to tell me the exact number, but are you? Because did
Oh,
you
he's fucked up.
you dropped beneath half, so you gained a
Loves
load of
it.
temporary, but have you lost that too?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Dutch's second attack. So what's the elbow looking like? Is it super fucked up?
It's fucked. It's like broken the complete opposite way.
So as it did its painful howl, as it brings its head up, gonna try and punch it in its esophagus. Advantage because I'm grappling. Thank the fuck it. I'm keeping it. Oh, fuck. That attack didn't hit. It howled its head out the way.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2 and a 4.
So the 4 becomes a
15.
15 hits. That is its AC.
Oh,
I
fuck.
knew it. I was thinking you can only roll like a terrible roll.
2 plus 5 plus 4, 6 plus 5, 11 damage on that one.
11 points of damage. It is
And then-
very nearly dead.
Spending.
However, you
my
do take-
boxing-
6 points of acid and piercing, so 3. Reduced to 3.
Okay, and that's it.
Oh, because you raged.
Yeah, so rage is the bonus, then moxie, and I get 3 attacks then. And then, yeah.
You did the crit, then you did the other attack.
But I can use an attack to grapple.
Yes, I forgot you got the grapple. Yeah. Okay, in that case, Rufus.
Ruther spins to meet the second Marrow Stalker, whatever it's called. And as he does so, all the splatters of acid that are covering his body
Hashi,
all,
no,
individually
sorry.
steaming off into the air.
Carry on, Josh. We'll come back.
Yeah, okay.
This second monstrosity is bearing down on top of Rufus. And I imagine Rufus has his arm inside the mouth of the beast, and the shield is just holding open its jaw, holding it up. He's just going to plunge his sunblade into the soft underbelly, but not before using his bonus action to summon an avocado over here, an echo avatar, directly opposite, so that I can get
Hello,
sweet
Ectar.
advantage
Nice.
Oh,
for 29. to
Yeah,
hit.
that hits.
Doing 13 damage.
13. Okay.
The second attack coming in for 20 something, 25, 23. Sorry.
Yeah, that hits.
Doing 15 damage.
Nice.
And then his third attack. 4.
So I will
Oh, that is
say,
16.
the first attack kills your echo because the acid splashes out on both of you.
Oh,
Anything within
true.
5 feet. So the second attack wouldn't have had advantage,
I see.
but I was too slow. So you take, Rufus, 7
right.
points of acid and piercing, followed by 5 points of acid and piercing. So 5 and 7, 13 points of acid and piercing altogether. And you're doing your third attack, and your echo is gone.
Oh, that sucks because now I can't attack with it for a fourth attack. So yeah, that's a 20. something to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Doing 12 damage.
12 points of damage. You take 8 points of acid and piercing. I rolled double 4s.
Fuck.
Aha, again.
That's the end of my turn.
It's looking pretty hurt. They both are.
Me too.
It's Fandel's turn. Fandel's like, we need to turn the key. Somebody turn the key. He is going to swivel, turning around, and he is going to cast. He's going to cast Magic Missile at 5th level.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's going to cast it all onto the one that Dutch is fighting. So let's have a look.
Don't they just automatically hit?
They do, but I can't remember. It's 3 that you get initially, and then for every level you get an extra dart. Cone darts. Yeah, 3 darts. So at 5th level, it's
8 or 7.
7 darts. Yeah, 7 darts. So 7d4 plus 1 each. So 7d4 plus 5.
7.
Oh, yeah. 7d4
Is it 1
plus
per
7.
dart?
It is
I
one
was
per dart.
like,
Yeah.
what?
So that's 7 so far. 7, 13.
I imagine them like
20.
the torpedoes in that Geonosis fight in Star Wars. The
Yeah.
purple ones, they're like shoo.
24 plus 7, which is 31. 31 points of damage. That's enough to kill it. Yeah, he throws a hand out, and these darts just like all at once gonna go out sideways and then all converge. And this one is no more. Oh, that's gonna end his turn. It's Richter's turn. Richter, from where he is going to make his halberd attack, striking towards this for a that's going to easily hit with a plus 10. So that's a D10 plus 8 plus 6 for 14 points. But he doesn't have a second attack. 14 points of damage. 14 points of damage is enough to kill it because it was on. He only had 5 points left. Nice. Richter polishes that off. With the final blow, Richter, Rufus, you're there holding it off, and you're just kind of shanking up into it, and you hear this, and it slumps to its side, and Richter is like lunged out with his halberd beating in his hand. He makes eyes at you.
Nice.
His halberd throbbing in his fist.
How much acid do I take?
Oh yeah, you do take. Hold on. 3 points of acid damage, and actually, Dutch, you also take 3 points of acid damage. And that is the end of combat. So we can sit back down.
Oh, boy.
I'm
How much damage
immediately.
was that at the end?
3 points of acid damage at the end.
Oh, fuck.
Zook's immediately going to float down to the ground and drop the spell, and then cast his hands about him as seeds start to pour out of the canopy of the staff, and then he's just going to push them outwards, and a sort of glowing golden aura fills the entire chamber, and he's going to cast Aura of Vitality. Quick check. I'm like, Dutch is looking really rough. Rufus is looking kind of rough. Dylan?
Be rough.
Fine.
Richter looks
Looking
fine.
okay.
Richter's totally fine.
Sure, okay.
Hasn't
I'll
taken a shred.
I'll split it equally. I'll roll and assign it. Actually, I'll tell you how much you get because it's over a minute. But yeah, carry on.
Does anyone mind? Do we have a healing potion?
I'm just gonna like
looking at Dutch like there's bits of his skin just hanging off.
Yeah, these as these seeds wrap around you, Dutch, you feel invigorated. I'm casting a healing spell.
Okay.
FYI.
Like a shaft will suddenly just like appear into the earth next to Dutch, and with a flash, Dylan appears next to him, just and like kind of lifting one arm and propping him up a little bit to sort of support him. Like he's the stench of his blood is like thick in his nose, so he's like knows that he's bleeding a fair amount. You can hear the little droplets like reverberating as it hits the path.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like it is. There's definitely a gut wound that's on the verge of popping an organ. Like,
I think Zook's on it. You'll live.
yeah, it's fucking hurts.
Hurts every time.
It's just scars on scars now. I'm not actually sure how much skin I've got left.
We're gonna need your strength again soon, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Take a moment to sit down if you need.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And I'll just give you
You hear the cries of at least 5 or 6, 7, 8 more howls.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna have
distance
that
you.
healing potion.
60.
Oh, hey.
69. 72. 72. I'll give 50. I'll give 45 to Dutch.
Thank you.
Dutch, you receive 45 points of healing. And Rufus, you receive. Hey, dude.
There he
What up?
is. There he is.
20.
Want to see what my health chart's been for that fight?
Oh, wow. Good to have you, Aiden.
Oh, man.
Let's fucking go!
We can't hear you.
Yeah.
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you, no. Not yet. No worries.
How much did you say, Rupert?
You got 27 points of healing.
27. Is that the one which is like, is it like individual heals, technically?
Yes, technically. It heals you. I'll choose to heal you. Like,
Test.
Hello.
Yeah, all good.
I can hear you.
there we are.
Rufus's sandals give him the extra heal for every heal that he gets.
Oh, do I get to roll 10 extra d6? Is it 1d6? Or is it your level?
It's the sandals that do it, and I
And what-
actually can't remember because I don't have the thing. But I think it's.
Do you want me to look?
Yeah, do you remember, Tashi?
Oh, James Guss's.
Oh my goodness! What is that
could it be?
incredible series of items in your hand? Oh man!
It
If
looks
I knew it was that kind of party, I would have stuck my dick in the bag of withholding. Oh.
Oh, no.
In the bag of cockholding.
No.
Nice.
No.
Nice.
Okay, the sandals of spring. Here we have. When subjected to a healing spell, the attuned wearer of these sandals heals an additional hit points equal to half their character level. So,
Oh, wow.
Oh, sick.
yeah, it's very
the
OP.
existence of the sandals of spring implies the existence of the sandals of fall, which aren't very good for you.
Constantly tripping over.
Always, yeah.
So
How many of those?
I would say I probably gave Dutch 6 and you 4, so you'd heal
another
4
28.
times
Nice.
8 or whatever it is.
Who would?
Rufus,
Oh, nice.
because of his sandal.
So, to catch Richter up, we headed through the maze. A
Yes.
series
Nice.
of intelligence saving throws as a madness began to set in. There was a long skill challenge, which the party managed to eventually prevail after a couple of disastrous early rolls.
I'm really sorry.
Um, Dutch rolled for your intelligence saves, and Richter, as always, had 4 different madnesses attached to him, which you managed to heal
Good.
2 of, but you still have. You feel compelled to repeat a specific activity over and over, such as washing hands, touching things, praying, or counting coins.
Okay.
I specifically did. You kept summoning your halberd and then putting it away in the bag of withholding, and then summoning it and then putting it away.
Just like OCDing it. Just
yeah.
like, oh, no, it's not right.
Checking
no,
it's
not
there.
Right. It's not right.
And the other one is whenever you take damage, you must make a DC 15 Wisdom save, or be affected as though you failed a saving throw of a confusion spell. So if you're ever damaged, you just like lose your mind and are confused. Luckily, you have not taken damage yet because you stopped this bony Marrow Stalker in its path. They got to the center of this maze, being led there with Fandel, of course, and you found this statue with a big hourglass. And essentially, the group had to sacrifice some of their hit points, their life's essence, to fill the hourglass. And that's how much time they're going to be allotted for the vault. They filled it to the max, so they filled it all the way up, so that they have. Oh, I said 2 hours. I meant an hour because it's for every 5 hit points. For every 10 hit points, it's 5 minutes. And you did 120 hit points, so it's no. I need to look at my notes.
So we're going to put this giant hourglass in the cubic gape, right?
No, it's 120 minutes that you have earned. Fandel has deduced. And now you've entered the key, but it requires some strength to turn it. And unfortunately, you were accosted by these beasts outside, and you're about to turn the key to enter. And that is where we pick
Is this
up.
key that nutty...
Yeah,
is
it's
this
the
key
big
that
geometric
nerdy Bionicles thing that we found?
Yeah, the Bionicles
Yeah.
thing. Nice.
You fuck.
Okay.
Fire the missile.
So, with these dead beasts around you, what are you doing?
I'm summoning my halberd. I'm putting it away.
Rufus is going to run over to Fandel. Guidon's body, the remains of such, pushing off the carcass of the Marrow Stalker off of the waist down remnants, and just sort of look sorrowfully down towards it. Oh, Guidon, I'm sorry, friend. We promised we'd get you out of here. And he's going to look around. Is there nothing we can do for him? Is it too late?
He's at least not in such a miserable place anymore. Sorrowful as it might be.
I guess it's one way to get out the maze. Not the way he hoped, I imagined.
While this is going on, Dylan has scaled the statue again, and Ook is doing like sort of laps of sort of like low down, like keeping an eye out for any of these creatures. And if he spots any, Dylan will loose an arrow in that direction, hoping to hit it, whilst he's waiting for his companions to sort of gather themselves.
Can anyone tell me what these creatures are?
Marrow Stalkers.
Spiky.
See, I'm imagining
spiky
like a
cube
delicious stuffed marrow kind of.
If you look at the Roll20, you can see the image of what they look like.
Where am I looking?
Yeah,
They're the dead things.
Cubone.
No.
Yeah, they're big, spiky, purple cubones.
Zook might, if it's not going to take too much time, Zook might just quickly try and collect a vial of its acidy blood.
I will say that Ook swooping around, interestingly, in the center of the maze from where you are, you can see the stars in the sky. And letting Ook swoop around, you can actually see over the maze, and you can even see, through Ook's eyes, the mansion, not too far away. A fog still sits across the maze, but it feels like you've been in here for days. But now that you're in the center, it feels like a short walk through the garden. You can hear the howling, though, of things nearby, but you don't see anything in particular. You just see the rustling of the hedge movements and things like that. You take a couple of shots every now and again, but you feel that they are approaching, and there are more.
Yeah. I hate
Many of those. Oh, go on, you go ahead. Sorry.
I hate to rush you, but I think we should get a move on. Dutch, you're not looking so beat up now, but perhaps you could try turning this key?
Absolutely, brother. Yeah, let's just get the fuck out of here.
All right, make
Rufus,
me an
do you wanna give him a
athletics
hand?
check. If Rufus is helping, with advantage.
Yeah.
The first roll was a 25.
Ooh.
Second roll was a 26.
Grabbing it from both sides. It slots in with the same green glowing light until it becomes completely
As
flush.
it does that, Dutch is just going to back away from the door, expecting fucking bomb or some shit.
Yeah.
The statue
Feels
itself
a little less invincible.
immediately turns, the actual hourglass itself tipping over, and immediately you see the drip, drip, drip of your life essence
Go.
hitting the bottom.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like a pillar, begins to rise out of the ground. Slowly, you hear more howls and growls, and eventually, after 30 seconds, a tense 30 seconds, it comes to a halt. A crypt door now revealed. A sort of a grilled gate that you can pull open, and inside just a small space as if to take you back down.
Welcome to Jungle Run.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. Wait, so only one of us can fit in at a time?
No, it's as big as the entire.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just the statue; it's like the whole podium bit lifted up.
Lift it up.
Sure.
So it's as
Okay.
big as the 5 to 15. It's like 15 by 15 feet. It's big.
Floating on in.
Okay, heading in.
I'll follow. 100% follow.
Put us.
Oh, let's fucking go, boy!
We'll put us on this
sitting.
little
Hello.
maze area for fun, but we can just use the black for now.
Richter approaches it, and then as he's about to enter, summons his halberd, and then realizes he can't quite fit in with that, so makes that go away, but he doesn't feel right about it. So he summons his halberd, he just checks it, makes sure it's okay. It's all right, he puts it away. But no, he didn't check the other side of it. He summons his halberd, he turns it around. And he's sort of hoping someone's going to slap him. And so,
I bonk him with the staff.
Bonk. Oh, thank you, Zook. And yeah, into the cage you go.
You close the little door behind you as you begin descending, and you just see, like being in a lift, the ground just moving up until it reaches, and you are in pitch darkness.
Flame.
The gate is a lie. We just hit by flames.
You light a candle in your hand, a small mote of flame, as the lift comes to a stop. And in front, between the bars of the doors, you can see a corridor of smooth stone. It just kind of, your light is only going maybe 30 feet, and then it just descends. It's just darkness. It's maybe 15, 20 feet wide.
Where's my Dungeoneer homies at? Perceptions.
I just turned to Dylan and go, "You sense anything?"
Dylan will sort of like make his way to the front and just sort of crouch down, place a hand onto the what texture is the floor? Is it stone, marble, or something like that?
It feels like slabs, like large like slates, just big. What's it called when in a kitchen you get the
Flagstones.
Flagstones. It's just a big
Flagstones.
flagstone floor.
And he'll just maybe like summon an arrow and just like sort of tap it on the floor and just feel the vibrations that go 50 feet in front of him.
Ding. you sense out through the darkness, and just beyond the 30 feet, you sense low raised pillars that are hollow, square or rectangular shaped like pillars onto the ground that are hollow but have sort of stuff within. It's hard to gauge what's inside because you're unable to, but you can tell that they're hollow, and you can feel at least 3 sets on the side before you reach the edge of your radius.
So there's pillars to the left and right that are hollow. They go from floor to ceiling.
No, they are only above the ground, maybe 5 feet.
Oh, this shit.
Confused.
Before we
Wait,
go,
sort of
I'm
like
being
waist-high
cryptic.
pillars.
I feel like you would probably know that they are some kind of sarcophagus or tomb.
Oh, I
Right.
see.
Just from the outline, you'd probably be able to tell, right? If it's sonar, and it's good sonar.
yeah. Before we go any further, I'm just gonna tap the staff and cut the back of my hand, and the blood spills out into black mist and feathers and wraps around all our feet, and I'll cast Pass Without Trace.
Yay.
Yeah, buddy!
Everyone gets +10 to stealth checks.
I'll just
This
sort
is a
of
sneaking mission.
start like making my way forward, and just sort of. Dylan knows like where to look for hidden things, like traps, sort of like where there's any creases in the flagstones, like anything along the wall. Just
Can
sort of,
I-
like, going through the paces, just checking everything.
Okay,
Can I follow
make me
behind
an
Philip?
investigation check. Yes, Dutch. What are you looking for?
I'm making sure that I'm looking where he stands so that I know it's safe because he wouldn't trap it, and then looking behind me to make sure that no one's trying to put a knife in my back.
Okay. You can roll me a perception check if you want.
A 10.
Okay.
32.
32.
Oh.
Pushing up
That's how
forwards
old
with
I am.
Dutch at your back, you begin to inspect the first sarcophagus. There's 2 that seem to kind of mirror each other on either side. And
Sarcophagi. You just said we were robbing this place.
no, stop. Aiden's joined and suddenly it's just devolved into madness. It is definitely a tomb, a crypt of some kind, the room that you're in. It's a long corridor. And as you push forward, you can sense a couple more. In fact, there's 5 on each side, 10 altogether. Feeling across, you can feel that on the top is some kind of like etched sculpture of potentially whomever rests within. They're quite ornately decorated. However, this particular one, the one at the front, is very old. As you inspect it and feel around, feeling the various grooves, you can feel runes across them, like circular sort of runes. You're not sure necessarily what the runes mean, but there's definitely like magic etched into these on the outside lids of at least this one.
Vandel,
Yes.
perhaps you could take a quick look at this.
Yes, should I produce some more light? It's rather dark in here.
Sorry, I forget. I can see perfectly fine without light.
Quite, yes. He's going to cast dancing lights and float some globules about the room. He's going to attach them to other people, so you have like a 5-foot aura around yourself.
Just here,
Dancing lights.
inscribed
That's
on this-
nostalgic.
Yeah. Just here.
Looking down, it's quite obvious there are indeed runes across it now in the light. Yes, I can take a little look at this. Oh dear, that's a 2, but it is +10, but that's a 12. He scratches his head. This is incredibly old. I'm not entirely sure what school it would be. Perhaps if I look closely, it immediately lights up. You see the circular runes in a kind of pattern around the central chest portion of this kind of like low engraved image of what appears to be an old sort of eccentric looking man. The rune lights up, and in the center you see kind of coiled on the chest an emblem appear, not just on the top but actually almost floating slightly above it. It just looks like a kind of ball of fire that's slowly kind of coiling up and just hovering there above this person. Oh, I didn't touch anything.
What's that?
It would appear to be some kind of arcane glyph, but I'm afraid I rolled terribly on my Arcana check. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe if I... Oh, my glasses. Where did I put them? And he's just sort of rummaging around for them.
Can I have
Is there any other...
Can I have a look at the
iconography?
glyph?
Say again,
I
Josh.
have the mean. Go ahead.
Can I have a look at it?
You can, Dutch. Roll me an Arcana if you want. What did Josh say?
Is there any iconography or writing on them other than the arcane stuff?
There's no writing or iconography except etched in celestial, sort of on the head section, like on the back, or I guess the top. It's lying down. You read, because you can do your read any languages thing, right, Rufus?
Yeah, I can.
I'll probably do that too at some point.
You read Lord Byronian Balthazar the First.
Uh-oh. We killed your motherfucking grandson.
Looking about, you can see that the rest also read other iterations of clearly family members of Balthazar, the Balthazars. In fact, walking about Ruthus and getting to the one on the far end on the right, that one doesn't have anything etched on the top yet, nor does it have the same kind of engraved plaque.
We should have really done him a favour and brought his body down here ready for
fucking...
Well, they're just going to do it anyway, aren't they?
Gypsies, if we are concerned about any of these glyphs, I do have the ability to dispel magics at what one might even call a 5th level, whatever that means. But I can only do so 3 times, and doing so will forbid me from using deeper offensive spells, even though I'll probably ignore those and use Eldritch Blast. If you need me to dispel any magics, say the word. And then I summon my halberd. I look at it. I just put it away. I summon it.
Dutch, what did you get for your Arcana roll?
A natural 20.
Did you really?
Nice.
That's another homebrew rule we're going to use in the next campaign, which is if your character doesn't know that kind of those kind of skills, you can't use them. So there's going to be some really interesting. So you can't.
But not this campaign.
For this campaign, it's fucking great. For the next one,
Because ducks know shapes.
Yeah.
Don't he?
Oh yeah, I suddenly know magic.
Yeah.
Because
Square goes
his
through
hand's
square hole.
magic, so he's trace it with the hands, the magic bit.
Dutch, you know that this glyph is clearly producing this hologram. It's like an illusion. It's like an illusionary symbol that is appearing on top of this. And in fact, as you turn, you notice that on the opposite side, that glyph is slowly lighting up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so what I wanted to know is, can I break the magic by punching it with my magic?
You think that smashing it up would probably remove the glyph and stop the magic, yeah?
Yeah, smash.
Okay, make me an attack roll. I mean, it's a stone sarcophagus, so it might be quite difficult.
25.
25. Roll for damage.
Yeah, boy. Oh fuck, that's a 1.
Fuck you, dead guy.
Damage. So that's 1 plus 5 plus 2. So 8.
Crack.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, you're gonna take
What are
1
you,
point of bludgeoning damage to your own hand.
What the fuck are you doing?
Trying to dispel the magic.
No.
Wow, we're not in any imminent danger.
There's plenty of us that could do something like that.
Also,
You don't want to rouse the dead. Well,
The one on the opposite side lights up.
Didn't even touch that one.
You see on the other side another elderly gentleman, similar kind of like strong-jawed facial features of Balthazar. This time, a floating dagger moves around. The dagger is ornate and slightly curved, like that of an assassin.
Is this a dagger I see before me?
are they kind of like almost like holograms? There's nothing physical about them.
Do you touch them?
Or color. Yeah, I'll wave my staff through the flame.
It kind of washes it away like smoke, and it kind of reforms slowly.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else in the room? There's how many sarcophagi?
There's 10 altogether.
10.
And at the far end of the corridor that they're along, you can see a wall at the end with what looks to be some kind of door-like engraving, but it doesn't look to have any visible handle or keyhole.
Can I inspect the door closely and look for patterns in the engravings?
Sure.
If they suggest anything.
Make me an investigation check, unless you're looking specifically for something.
Matching symbols, really.
Okay.
Like daggers and flames.
Make me a perception check.
So that is a 22.
Nope. You don't see any matching symbols or anything.
Okay.
Just for the sake of things, I'd like to say that when it was first noticed there was celestial written somewhere, Richter activated his comprehend languages ritual just in case.
Okay. Ruther seemed to be able to read it fine.
Cool.
So no need for now, but good to know.
Just in case any weird shit pops up. Yeah. It's there. Yeah.
Dylan,
Someone
what do you
Halberd?
make of this door?
Send it away.
I don't know. Is there anything written on it, or is it
These
just
engravings, but I can't seem to understand them.
It's
about
more
you?
like it's more like detail that kind of marks an arch.
Yeah, okay. Anything strange about this? Do you notice anything? Dylan?
Can I look at it further?
Sure, make me an investigation check.
21.
Studying the door, it seems to look like there should be a door here. The seams are very tight. If there is some kind of retracting wall, and it all lines up to this door, but you don't see any sigils or any kind of visible way of getting through.
Can I go back over to the second sarcophagus?
You can. The third one lights up.
Can I
Above
have
this
another look?
one, you see a skull, a human skull floating around. No bottom.
Do they all stay lit up, or are they going out as the next
they've-
one
they're
turns
staying lit up.
on? Okay, so we've got nothing, dagger, skull. Okay.
The first
Wait,
one,
was there something on the first
is a flame.
Did we touch
Flame,
the
dagger, skull.
hologram?
Yep, it's like smoke. It just sort of blows away and then reforms. You can already see the fourth on the other side beginning to light.
Is that the final one?
No, there's 10.
There's 10.
I guess we go to the third and look at it.
It's just this human skull. Doesn't have a bottom jaw. It's just sort of floating about.
Maybe we just wait. It's frustrating.
Oh,
It's killing a lot of time.
It must mean something. I'm not sure. It doesn't make sense. So these symbols, they don't correspond to anything else. Is there any different glyphs on this? Is it like the similar? Is it the same or is it different?
You can roll me an Arcana check.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20. The symbols on them are the same type of arcane sigils. It seems they're illusion. The school of magic is illusion. They're in a slightly different order, and they're put there so that they can create this specific illusion. But there's nothing else of interest to them that you can see.
Are there any grooves in the floor to suggest that the sarcophagi could be moved?
Make me an investigation or perception check. As the next one
dog shit at both, so let's
lights
say perception.
They seem to be lighting up at a slightly quicker
14.
rate. Each one
Ooh.
progressively has lit up a little bit faster. A 14 doesn't look like it. No, they don't look like they can be moved.
Okay.
This one is an
dagger
axe.
skull.
An axe floating around, just a single-headed, well-crafted axe.
The one at the very end doesn't have anything on it. That one doesn't have any runes on it at all.
It does have runes on it, but it does not have someone sculpted into it.
Okay.
You can see the fifth is already lighting up at a fairly moderate pace.
So are they lined up like 5 on each side of the room?
Yeah.
And then did you say there's a door at the end of
Yeah.
the room?
And is it like, are they activating along one line then another,
No,
or is it
they're
like a left, right, left, right?
left, right, left, right, and the far right is the one
Right.
that doesn't have anything on it.
Is there? Okay, if I float over.
The next one lights up, and it is a crackling lightning bolt.
Okay, if I float over to the first one, cast produce flame, and put the flame into the fire, does that do anything?
The flame kind of goes through, but it moves away like mist and reforms.
If I put it down into
So
the sigil,
far,
It hisses, hitting the stone, no effect.
all of the left sarcophagi could be said to be varieties of damage, perhaps fire and an axe. Perhaps there is some kind of pattern here.
There's a dagger as well, though, on the right-hand
Yes.
side.
Yes,
The sixth lights up, which looks to be like a small stone statue of an angel. It's like got wings and a small halo above its head.
I think these correspond to perhaps... Do I think they correspond to maybe schools of magic? Or types of magic?
That would be up to you to determine.
This...
Richter would like to.
Does anyone know any divine
Go ahead.
magic? Could you try casting something on the door? Or perhaps on the sarcophagus? This angel could relate to something of that regard.
I'm afraid I
believe.
don't have any divine capabilities.
I believe I could do a smite.
I
of
have-
the divine variety.
The seventh lights up, a shield.
There is a pattern, I think.
Just
can
Ruth is going to have a go around the room and read the names on the sarcophaguses. Sarcophagi.
All of the names are various lords and ladies of the Balthazar family.
Okay.
So they're like, you know,
Nothing
Byronian the
significant.
Third, Byronian the Second, Lord Akash, Balthazar, Lady Myrite Balthazar. They're sort of, none of them seem to have any extra clue. The 8th lights up, a dragon. You can see the 9th is lighting up rapidly.
I'm tapped for magical ability. There's nothing I can do in that regard. I'm at a loss what this could mean. I'll sort of like go over to the door and I don't know, maybe with mage hands, sort of trying to like sort of inscribe like the.
You rush over towards the door, using your mage hand. The mage hand claws towards the door. The 9th lights up, an open eye, looking about.
Sorry, just to go back, we've got flame, dagger, skull, axe.
Lightning, statue of angel, shield, dragon, eye.
Lightning.
Oh, and eyes on the 9th one.
And I believe that's... Yes, and that's fire left, dagger right, skull left, axe right, lightning left, statue of angel right, shield left, dragon right, eye left.
You hear a whistling noise, a hum, as the final sarcophagus begins to light up.
Is there anything happening behind us?
Nothing else in the room seems to be happening.
Is the door? Is the noise coming from the door?
It's coming from the final sarcophagus.
I'm summoning my halberd
away.
You back away, summoning your halberd. The last one lights up, an hourglass, slowly turning around. Sigils light up across the door. Ones that had not previously been seen or weren't there before. They're not etched in, they're hovering over it. And you see the different colours or the different symbols that lit up before. And the door grinds open. And all of the sigils go out. Allow me to read the next bit. The large stone door slides open with a smooth, grinding motion. Air rushes past you into the open doorway beyond. A narrow stone-walled passage leads deeper before it turns a bend.
Deeper into the belly of the beast, I suppose.
This is only the beginning, I feel, of the riddles.
Did the hourglass look like our hourglass?
It just looked like an hourglass.
Okay.
Perhaps
We have
we-
nothing to do but proceed.
Fandel, could you send those lights ahead of us?
I certainly could. Do we want to go stealthily?
Perhaps I'll lead the way.
We are passing without trace, are we not?
I
We
will
are.
say, how long does Pass Without Trace last?
An hour, but I can cast it at will. So
Oh
soon
yeah.
that I can
No,
recast it.
it hasn't been an hour. It's been probably about half an hour altogether during that time.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we should move quietly, stealthily. Perhaps the lights stay with us, and Dylan, you go ahead.
Okay, in that case,
Scout ahead.
collectively roll me a stealth check, please. Gypsies of Fortune.
Have we still got your mystic step up, yeah?
I got
Yeah,
a
you
crit
get
fail.
plus 10. You get plus 10. Oh no.
Plus 10. All right.
Rufus.
Nat 20!
Oh, cancel that.
That was loud.
Woo!
Uh,
Thanks, Victor.
a 19, mate.
I got a 30.
Ooh.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
29.
Feeling fine.
Nice. Okay.
These are some stealthy gypsies.
Stealthy Gypsies indeed.
Does my devil's sight reveal anything in the corridor ahead?
Your devil's sight, remind me, is what does devil's sight mean?
So it is very good. I seem to recall. It is. Here we go. As I load everything up, here we go. Here we are. Okay.
Devil's eggs
Devil's
everywhere.
sight. Devil's sight. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet.
Ooh.
That was it. Yeah, I remember. So it doesn't give you true sight to see invisible
No.
stuff.
I can't see past illusions, but yeah, like darkness means nothing. Ish.
Dylan's sight would potentially allow him to see people that were invisible. So you push on. Dylan,
Yeah, I'm sort of like keeping an eye out for traps or.
Dylan,
anything
you're leading
like
the way.
that.
Is that correct? Okay.
Mhm.
A warm breeze brings a dusty, sweet smell. You sense dim, moving light bouncing and reflecting onto the smooth stone walls of this large chamber. You keep pushing sort of further down this corridor, and you can feel eventually you step. Sorry, I said large chamber, small chamber. You can feel like a warmth or a glow from ahead, and you step out into a small chamber. I need Dylan you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
1.
Okay.
It was a 19, and then it slid off into my lap.
Oh.
So I re-rolled it.
Shit.
You're standing in this smaller room, maybe 30 feet ahead of the rest of the party. The corridor has opened up into this 25 by like 40 feet small room, and the corridor continues open further. In this room, you can feel like parts of the walls have caved in. There's like rubble strewn about. And there's almost like it's almost like fronds or like lines of something around the room. But also there's an immaculate sort of set room. You can feel the table undamaged. You can feel the chairs undamaged. It's for you in this in your blind sight, it's very difficult to comprehend what's around you. Things are like it's like it's telling you there's rubble about, but it's also telling you that there's like a lit candle on the desk to the side. There's so much going on, some of which is like too pressed up against each other.
Dylan's overstimulated.
It is. It's like an overstimulation of like multiple things existing.
Dylan kind of like steadies himself, placing a hand against sort of the wall, you know, of the entrance to this chamber. Sort of clears his throat. Zuka, perhaps your eyes would be better in this situation.
Okay, I'm gonna hear him say that and float up slowly and have a little look.
You float up, and you can actually see further than the 50 feet in the light that is emanating from beyond this small room through a small corridor into a large room beyond. You can see in this immediate room, it is just like a nice interior of what looks to be maybe like Balthazar's inner study or something. There's some tables and chairs set up. There's a bookshelf. It's very ornate and immaculate.
What do you see?
Beyond, through the corridor, you can see light emanating in. Dim light bounces and reflects on the smooth stone walls of the large chamber beyond. Small motes of magic hover in the air, casting and refracting the light onto a large turquoise pool in the centre of the chamber. You can see it spans out beyond sight either side. You know, you're only looking out of like a 10-foot wide end of the corridor. And you can't see around the corners, but it expands out. It's a good 70 feet across, maybe, this large turquoise pool. You can see a little path running along the edge, like the edge of a swimming pool would have, just like 5 feet, sort of, with the walls up against the sides. And the far end, you can faintly see. I mean, you've got very good passive perception, and it's lit in there. You can see like a little stone steps that descend into the pool on the opposite side that kind of lead up. But the edges don't. The walkway along the edge doesn't reach that. There's a gap. There's actually those steps that lead down. There's no way to get to that, and it's just a blank wall behind.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. That is what you can see from where you are currently.
All right. I'll relay all that to Dylan.
There's something not quite right about this room ahead of us. I can sense the candle, but the table and what appears to be a normal room, but it's also in disarray. So I don't feel the walls. Is that right? There's like no walls.
The walls are there. You can sense the walls.
But it's all just...
You can sense a bunch of stuff in this room. It's like the room that Zook has described is there, but you can sense other stuff. It's like you can sense other like dimensions layered onto this. Like you're sensing other stuff that they can't see or they can't sense that's there. Or at least in your mind it's there and it's freaking you out.
I can't see anything.
Hey, Dylan, you're saying that of all the confusion in that room, did I mishear? The candle stands out to you? Is that what you were saying?
Well, I can smell the burning wick and feel its warmth. I know that's strange.
The first sarcophagi.
These things.
The first sarcophagi was fire. I don't know if that would have any relevance to this, but if there is some kind of confusion in the room, perhaps there is an order to how it should be approached. I don't know.
There's a table and there's a candle on the table?
Yeah, which is lit.
Do we think we need to snuff out the candle?
This is mighty peculiar. Dylan, have you described what you're sensing to the rest of the group?
Yeah. I'll say after that second description, I'll
I'm
have
going to roll
said
an
that.
Arcana check as Fandel. That's a 3 plus 10 for a 13.
Come on, Vandala.
It's something isn't right. There's definitely that sense.
I pick a leaf and I just start putting it on the end of my tongue, lick it, and then just like wipe it on my eyelids, and then eat it. And my eyes start to glow slightly, and I'm going to cast Detect Magic. Oh!
The Detect Magic washes out, and you are hit with a complete, entire surrounding of a light blue magical energy, which you recognize to be illusionary magic.
Okay. Oh, I see. There's some kind of veil, some kind of illusion all over the room. There's a lot. Is it on the items that we can see, or is it all of this other stuff? Is it possible to make out anything by seeing the illusion magic?
No, all you're getting is this full radiating, like the whole room, everything, is radiating illusionary magic.
Okay.
The only things that aren't are your companions.
Yeah. Are we in the room? Or just
You're
on
in.
the periphery
I would
of
say
it?
you're all sort of in this smaller room at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see
Uh,
out
Fan-
into the main, like, larger chamber beyond.
Fandel,
Yes.
a question about illusionary magic.
Yes, it's my specialty.
I knew there was a good reason we brought you. Is it possible to program illusions to react to a stimulus? Say, someone doing something physical, say snuffing out a candle will cause a new illusion to begin.
Yes, it is possible. There are many highly powerful illusionary magics. I myself used a programmed arcane illusion earlier this day to create that fake scene of Balthazar and his concubine in the room. And you see, the program will be initiated upon someone opening the door. I set it to be that so. And then it will play out. They can interact with the people, but they won't speak back. It is like it is a play with an audience, which we cannot interact with. So if someone were to go in and snuff a candle out in the room that was part of my illusion, they would be unable to snuff said candle out because it would not really exist. However, there are higher level of magics, such that you can create illusions over vast areas of the world, vast areas of terrain itself, disguising it as complete other things. And people can indeed interact with those physically, but it would require a smaller programmed illusion for then it to have another effect. Layers of illusions it would take, which is highly complex, and I don't think someone snuffing a mere candle would have a whole programmed illusion on it. If it is as you say, and this entire room is radiating illusory magic, it may be that we are inside an illusion. Oh dear.
So we don't know what's real and what's not.
Are we real? Are you real? Oh dear.
Well, we are the only things not radiating their magic, so hopefully that is it. Perhaps we'll have to continue and see what the illusion shows.
Are we stood on the threshold of the room? Have any of us entered the room?
I would say, in order to detect the magic, Zook has entered the room and Dylan is in the room. If the rest of you didn't want to, you didn't have to.
I have, but any movement I make, Richter would like to first tap the ground in front of him with his halberd.
Sure.
The idea that I am surrounded within an illusion is very unsettling, and I am not trusting this floor to actually be there.
It feels solid to you.
So there's this room with the candle, and then beyond that, there's a room with a circular pool in it.
There's a short corridor of maybe 20 more feet, and it opens up, and you can't see the side walls, really. You can just see there's a huge room beyond.
I'll start having like a quick sort of like look around this room. I'll sort of maybe inspect some of the objects that are in here, if they're real or if they are indeed an illusion.
Roll me an investigation check.
Keep your eyes open for a dagger.
29.
You thoroughly investigate this room. You're able to pick your way around it. Take a book out of a bookshelf, pick up a piece of masonry off the floor. As you move about, the rest, or Zook, with your high passive perception, watch on. Dylan moves about the room, takes a book out of the bookshelf, inspects things, picks up nothing off the ground and puts it back down. But he's like hefting something and putting it down. You get to the side, Dylan, and you can feel this like this string laid out around the room, tight and taut, and you pluck at it like a string of a guitar. It makes a sort of noise, and it's slightly tacky. As you can feel it shooting across, the vibrations moving out and away, out of your 50-foot range.
Dylan, what are you doing? There's nothing there.
I think I'm seeing things that you're not seeing. But they're appearing real to me. I just rolled myself a little intelligence check.
Sure.
And just to sort of, but like I know it's not going to break it. But I got 17 plus 3. But yeah, he's aware that he's perhaps been deceived by this illusionary magic, but he's unable to sort of break out of that mentality.
Yep.
Strange. Does perhaps it's you that's been affected by the illusion, and maybe we haven't even triggered it. Who knows?
What do you think you're not seeing?
Zook, can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
I'm guessing it's magical.
It is magical, yeah.
Okay. That's an 18.
Okay. As you go.
Fandel, do you have any way to get rid of magics? Get rid of this illusion?
As I said, I wasn't one of my prepared spells for the day. But if this was indeed a Mirage Arcanum, and young Dylan here was seeing things that weren't, or we were seeing things that weren't, it would take some serious magic to dispel. Some high-level magic.
I know, I'm all too familiar with it. Well, perhaps we should push on. Perhaps we try and guide Dylan a little bit.
Where does this string go?
It's not a singular strand, it's many strands. And there's a few of them dotted about. And they seem to attach to other ones that are taut. And then lead to other ones that lead off.
Is it sort of natural, or is it does it appear man-made?
It's with your sensory overload. It's hard to tell, but you think it's probably natural. The way that it's set up feels placed, but the material itself feels unplaced.
And I sort of like run it between my hands, like, and sort of get the feel of the.
You can roll me a nature check if you want.
Uh-oh.
A 9?
A 9.
Yeah.
You're unfortunately not sure what it is.
Richter would like to keep his eyes on the ceiling now because he's thinking about spiders.
You have no idea what he has seen because you cannot even see it.
Oh, has he not told us? Oh,
No,
okay.
that's why I asked him to tell us what we're not seeing.
Oh, okay, fine.
Is it sort of blocking? Are these strings like blocking their way at all? These strands?
Nope.
So we can just sort of walk past them.
Well, if it is an illusion, I guess Balthazar himself would be subject to it. Maybe it's, for instance, with certain magics, you can require an illusion to traverse a certain place. I know that somehow with the ways that I can alter the landscape, things can become so real that one can climb a tree that is fake.
Yes, we push on.
You can control you can create Mirage Arcanums?
I can. It's simply changing the way that the land lies.
Unbelievable.
Well, I could teach you sometime, but obviously we have things pressing at the moment.
Yes, quite. Let's focus on getting whatever it is we've come here to get.
I'm going to float towards the big chamber.
Okay.
Floating into the larger chamber, everyone can now see what I described previously. The pool itself is deep. As you stand at the edge of it looking over, it's maybe 60, 70 feet deep. And the walls are lined with multicolored coral. You can see these like holes in the coral, in the like sides of the stone. It seems like natural stone on the inside of the coral, where fish are like swimming in and out in these sort of holes. You see an eel kind of swim out of one and away. At the bottom, in the center, a bright sphere radiates energy. Something twists and turns within, but it is too bright and overexposed to see clearly when it is that deep from that depth. Ruthus, can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh god. A 9.
Okay. Dylan, standing at the edge of the pool, you too can still sense this other clashing vision or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Where there is a pool, instead you sense a pit, like a long pit of smooth, undulating, kind of carved stone that leads down. Many holes in the coral that you can also sense leading out. You can sense hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these threads, or these like twine, woven all around in a kind of spiraled, arced pattern around the edge, pretty much all the way down into the center. Out of your range. Just, it's deeper than 50 feet.
Can I try something out?
Yeah, sure.
Can I Ook sat on my shoulder? Can I just walk through his eyes and just sort of see what Ook sees?
Yes. Walking through Ook's eyes, you can see this beautiful pool. You see the pool. You see down at the bottom this bright, shiny light. You see the fish and the coral. But in your own blind sight, you can just feel this like other stuff going on. Richter, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Uh, 10.
A 10.
Can I use shape water to just pick up a blob of the water and just drop it back in and disturb it and see if anything moves or emerges in the pool?
Picking the water and dropping it doesn't appear to do anything. Water hits the pool. Dutch, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Natural fucking 20! Look! Fucking
if you're standing at the edge, let me just check a distance real quick with your 50 feet. No, it's out of range. So in that case, you see, sitting on the other side of the pool, legs just sort of dangling in the water, youthful legs, a large brown, water, looking down at something in their hand, cloaked in a large brown robe. Ruthus and Richter, you are the only ones to see this.
Confused as to what's real and what isn't in this room because of everyone's different reactions. Ruthus has a small brainwave, and he's going to summon an avatar, and then sitting down cross-legged for a moment, concentrating, he's going to transfer his consciousness to the avatar so that I can see through its eyes.
Where are you summoning the avatar?
Just next to me in the room. I guess we're all sort of by the pool now, I think.
Yep.
I'm assuming. And then meta-wise, the avatars, the echoes, are immune to all conditions.
Yep. You look through the eyes and you see the pool and the walls, and you see the figure standing over the other side.
So Dylan doesn't see the figure.
It's too far out of your range.
Okay, so even if I walk through,
You don't see it if you walk through Ook.
Richter breaks the silence and addresses the figure. Who art thou?
They turn something over in their hand. Make me perception checks, both of you.
Me, so.
Yeah.
A 3.
19.
You don't catch sight of it, Ruthus, but Richter, you do. A broken, smashed lantern. They turn it over, sort of just splashing their legs in the water. A younger, feminine body. Short, dark hair.
Is the lantern familiar to me?
Extremely.
Oh no. This is... How could Balthazar have this? It's drawing the illusions from within us. I know that lantern.
The robe
That is...
falls back around their neck, and Richter,
Silas!
You see Silas sitting opposite.
Silas. Does anyone see?
Ruthus.
Does anyone see her there? Silas.
You see Spera sitting across on the other side. You don't see what she's
eyes
holding,
go wide.
but she looks
Rufus,
up.
you see Silas too?
She looks up towards you both, and I need you both to make me wisdom saving throws again.
A
22.
A 4.
A 4 and a 22. Rufus, you are frightened. You are shit scared out of your mind seeing Spera again. And you hear a voice.
The avatar.
You hear a voice inside your head. The lips of Spera and Silas don't move. You hear a voice. You love me deeply. Come to me. Swim the water and come. Because you failed your wisdom save, you must do as she says. Ruthus begins slowly stepping into the water.
Hand out, hand on his shoulder. Rufus, what are you doing? No.
The avatar, just cracks and dissipates, and Rufus's eyes open up again as he steps up, looking wide-eyed towards the figure on the other side. Spera. It's her. She's here.
Because she's not here.
I
Spera, I'm coming.
Grapple.
Rufus. Rufus, I see Silas.
Make me an athletics
Rufus,
check
I see.
contested by your athletics check.
By mine?
Yep.
Oof.
21.
28.
28.
Oh!
Rufus
20.
breaks free away and dives into the water. Sploosh down.
Oh shit.
You begin
I'm
swimming,
coming.
Rufus, but you just sink, and you just watch him sink like a fucking rock. He just swims out and just whoosh, like just swims straight down. You
Dutch,
see
put
him-
your grappling hook on me. I can go down
you
there
see
into
him
the water.
begin like sort of hitting something that isn't there and tangling, moving about, sort of dropping about, and you hear a voice in all of your heads. You are not friends of my master. and the vision changes.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh no, it's a Spidey's web.
Knew it.
Fucking
Well,
knew it was. I knew it from the
Real
first
water.
bit of bouncy string. I shit myself.
Yeah. Fuck.
If you've got arachnophobia, you know a fucking spider when it's getting described.
The
But is it like a sexy humanoid spider?
It was in my mind, yeah.
the illusion fades. Let me just copy and paste you all
Quellag.
in really quick.
Mother of monsters.
Oh,
Oh
oh
god.
Jesus.
Oh god.
Can I take a moment to pee? I'm desperate.
Yeah. Go.
Thank you.
I was going to ask if I could run and get a drink.
Should we quickly grab drinks? It's getting late already. What time are we finishing today?
9:30?
9:30, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have a really quick 5-minute wee break, I guess, then.
Literally just to
While
run and grab
yeah, I'm
juice.
going to grab a glass of water. So Zook, you were
Why,
standing
if this
there.
is going to be a combat, do we want to leave it till next week?
We'll see if it is or not.
Yes. Okay. Cool. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Richter was trying to slap Ruthus. So Ruthus was here. And he's out there now. Okay, I'm gonna grab a glass of water. Oh god.
Oh, sweet lord.
Oh sweet lord. It's real.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
No, I thought we were all seeing the real thing, and Dylan was seeing something else
Yeah, same.
completely.
Same.
I was like, oh, I thought because he failed the wisdom save.
But
Oh
no,
man,
it is a juicy spideress.
yeah, an arachnillusion. This is probably why he wanted to know all our deepest fears.
Yeah, I know. I think we all knew that meta-wise, but trying to figure out why.
When it would come.
and how.
Yeah. But there's going to be some kind of illusion at some point. Oh God.
I do not like those holes in the walls.
Yeah. Look like they're caging eggs.
Who have we got watching at the moment? Have we got anyone?
Surely not.
Big dick motherfuckers. That's who we've got. watching.
Yeah.
Some king, some captains
that's
of
just the
industry,
truth.
some princes of Maine.
Ooh.
Only the sexiest people watch the Gypsies of Fortune.
We've got Android
Oh, yeah.
Usagi. Lara Craft
Oh,
What's this? People who are watching.
viewers.
Oh, hey viewers.
Welcome.
Who's watching, Root?
A couple of dudes.
Couple of dudes, cool.
Dudes.
Dinners in
We
the
don't know.
chat.
Dick pics in the chat. No, don't.
In that chat.
Dinners in the chat.
What did you say?
put your
Something
dick
phallic.
in the owl.
So
I'm holding
we
up a
really-
huge thing of sushi, but it's so colourful that it's not showing up on Zoom.
Oh,
It's
man.
so healthy, the green screen gets confused.
Yeah. I need to eat more beige.
So we really could have done with having Balthazar alive for this.
So, you hear this voice pressing in on your consciousness. As Ruthus falls down, you look beneath you and you see a horror about. Undulating, purple carved stone makes its way down where the tranquil pool used to be. No longer is there something glowing precious at the bottom of this pool, but instead a stone plinth at the very bottom. You see Ruthus tumbling down the side through webbing, thick purple white sinews, tangling up in it as he falls, crying out for Sperra. A broken wooden walkway leads around the edge to two tangled masses of spiderwebs either side, here, and up on the stairs. To your left and right, two more large tangled masses of spiderwebs block entrances to two other caverns, or you're not sure. And occasionally you swear you see some of those large pods quiver, or something move in and out of those holes in the inside of the walls.
Oh dear.
Nice.
What are you all doing?
Is Rufus still freaking out, thinking it's Sparrow?
You're like tumbling down, and as you're tumbling down in this state, you still feel terrified, but you can see what's around you now.
So you're more terrified.
Yes.
You just like jumped off the ledge, basically.
Is he tumbling at full speed, or are the various webbings sort of
he's
slowing
like
him as he
caught
goes?
up, and now he's completely just stuck.
How far down is he?
Touch your hook.
Maybe 40 foot.
I'm going to start Frodoing the webs. When he's caught, he's just going to start hacking at them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, make me an attack roll then.
If only you'd brought your gardener with you.
A 27.
Yeah, that guy's great.
Okay, roll for some damage.
13.
Uh-oh.
You hack
Don't
through
hit the
some of them
quivering
nearby, and they
sacks.
ping, tear off, and you fall a little bit more into some more. At this point, something crawls beneath you. You see it move, and you all see it, except for Draug. It's out of his vision range. It's too deep. Something skitters out into the central spot at the bottom of the pit.
No.
And you hear another voice
It just appeared
inside
there.
your head. Well, it just moves
Oh, Jesus.
through the webbing and through some of the holes in the sides.
No,
You
just
hear-
the way it pops up on the screen
It's-
reminds me
you
of the
see
old
its
sketch.
mandibles move and its eyes facing up at you. Its rocky exterior with its 8 legs blending into its surroundings. And as it looks up towards you, you feel the oppressive noise in your head again. I'm afraid my master doesn't want you here. And you see these 3 rods sticking down deep into its skull. And you see them twitch and vibrate as it upwards towards you all. And I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh god.
And we are going to roll initiative. And then I think we're going to call it there. And we'll keep the initiative rolls and I'll write them down.
Do I still have your D8 blessing,
Yes.
Theodore? Thank you.
Oh man, it's bad.
No,
It's a 6.
the colour has drained from Zook's face.
Oh, he hates spiders, doesn't
He
he?
fucking hates spiders.
You remember this creature as you have seen a smaller version of it. At least Richter has. Richter and
a smaller
and
version of it.
Dylan, yeah, you saw it
Where?
fighting in a pit against another serpentine creature
We did.
Oh.
at
Naga.
Kashmari the Collectors, and he told you that he had recently sold a larger one of these to Balthazar. However, you
shit,
questioned
there's that
him no
lightning
further on it.
spider.
It's the one that
notes.
won the battle
That's in my
against the
notes
Naga.
somewhere. That's
Yeah.
in my notes somewhere.
Right, 20 and up.
21.
21.
Unnatural 20.
Nice.
Dylan and Dutch. 15 to 20.
19.
19 for Ruthus. Good job. 10 to 15.
14.
And Richter.
Fucking 6.
Oh.
What did Fandel get?
Oh, yes, I haven't rolled Fandel.
Hey, Tashi, did you say 20 or 29 for me?
20.
Yeah, good.
Fandel got a 15.
It's better than your -1, Aiden, in the last fight.
Oh,
Minus
good.
2 it was.
I'm going to
actually.
roll.
Oh, fun.
I'm
I
going to
rolled natural
roll
one.
for the Dokufu. Oh, that's good.
No.
That's good. Oh, it's not got a good dex plus though. So, Rufus, what's your dexterity mod?
3,
Okay, interesting.
which means it got 19 as well.
And with that little bit of knowledge, we shall leave for today as this giant spider begins crawling up. You see magical energy pulsing around the 3 rods stabbed through its head as its eyes twitch up at you. Some things have changed, I will just add. Beyond the steps that lead up, you can see a matted tangle of web, but beyond it leads through where there once was a wall.
And behind us?
Oh, behind you is what you see on the map. It's like that room was just a fucking trashed, broken room. And what Dylan
okay.
was seeing was truth overlaid with illusion. So he could feel both because they both are physical in his mind.
Oh, so there was never even a candle.
No,
for
that's
real.
all of that shit was illusion and programmed, well, Mirage Arcanum by this fucking creature.
Oh.
And yeah, Dylan could sense both layers sort of on top of each other, but couldn't figure it out as to what was real and what wasn't.
He had 3D specs on and was getting all sussed out.
So,
Holy shit.
join us next time for the next exciting installment of the Journeyman Questers.
When we drop a nuke down there and then true restore Rufus again.
I love this image of Rufus is just like down, way down, and it's crawling up towards you, and everyone else is looking at the edge like, fuck!
How about you?